going in till we shut this motherfucker down.
All right, there you have
Yeah.
it. That was. Go ahead.
STMFD featuring Drew Price. Shouts to Sky Zoo too. The song earlier that played, that was Sky Zoo's joint, man. That's the
We
homie.
having technical difficulties.
The homie Sky
It's
Zoo.
all good, man.
It's all good. That was a part of the plan.
Perfect.
Everything was. But we're going to get into these questions here since we got you guys here with us.
Let's go.
So, starting with you, Marion,
Yes.
let's rewind back to the year 2000 when you transitioned from Virginia Beach to Vegas to push your music after being declined, at the record labels.
Right.
So, what was your goal when you got out here, and how has living here helped impact like your musical career?
Well, first of all, I was like 13. So my first goal was to make some friends. I didn't know nobody, so that was number one. I had to get
Okay, there we
I had to see what's good. I moved out to Henderson. I went to Greenspun. Majority. I was like the only Filipino cat. Yeah, I think I was the only Filipino cat at the school. So
Wow.
it was definitely a huge transition. But back then I wasn't writing no more because I was working with Leon Silvers in VA. And so when I came over, I was listening to a lot of like Nas and Tupac, and that really just like inspired me to just keep writing. So I would just write. Not a lot of people knew too. Like in middle school and in high school, I didn't really tell nobody, but I was just always writing. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of putting myself in that position of different stories or whatever, what have you. You know what I'm saying? So, so my goal was really just to kind of stay fluent with the pen,
That's what's up.
because my boys back home, they was still working. Actually got signed to DreamWorks, and they moved to LA like a year after I left, and that was another piece of motivation. So, you know what I mean?
Nice. That's what's up.
Yep.
You missed it by that much.
Yeah, I missed it by that much. I had to come home, man. I was 13. I was a youngin', man. Mom said, "Yo, you didn't get the deal. Come home." That's what it was.
All right, so and final, you were born in Saipan, right?
Yes.
And that's an island located in the western part of the Pacific Ocean and stuff. So how'd you end up here in Vegas?
Wikipedia, baby. What's up?
How'd you end up out here in Vegas, man?
Well, being back home, it's like it's kind of like Puerto Rico. It's part of America, but there is no really opportunity. So my parents, they decided to, we had family like in Boise, Idaho, so we moved there. My parents really couldn't find a job, and they just decided to come down to Vegas, not knowing anybody. And so I mean, back home, it's like you graduate high school, and then maybe you'll be a fisherman or something like that. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'm being a little facetious, but I mean, like the opportunity isn't really out there like it is out here. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, yep.
And we also wanted to ask you, like, how did you guys meet?
Man, I was doing these open mics. I want to say 5 years ago at Money Plays off of Flamingo.
Okay.
The chapter crew was holding them down, and I was doing it for like a couple years, man, like consistently every month. And this cat just literally came up to me and handed me a CD, and I was kind of familiar with him because my boys told me about him. But I didn't know what he looked like, so it just looked like a Mexican dude giving me a beat tape. And I was like, cool. It said DJ Final, and I was like, oh, what's up, man? So anyway,
Yeah.
I popped it in the tape the next day. I popped it in the deck the next day, and then I just called him. I said, yo, I can make a whole tape to these beats. And then he was like, nah, wait. He's like, just choose one. But that's how, we met at Money Plays at the Black Book Sessions, man. It's really like the root of it all, man.
Wow.
Over there.
So it was really organic.
Yeah.
Found
Yeah,
out.
straight up.
The
yeah.
flip side of it, though, like I heard him on first time on MySpace. I was like, man, this dude is dope. And then like he was performing, and he said his name. I was like, hold on, he's not black. Like just because he had like he like I've been around Filipinos my whole life, and like but I mean, given the fact from the East Coast, I guess he had that twang to his voice or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, like.
That's true.
I mean, with that being said, I'm pretty much saying that we're not together because we're both Filipino. Like that had nothing to do with that. It was just
Yeah, it was organic for real. Like I heard my boy show me his MySpace page, and at the time he remixed like a Badu joint, and a Jay-Z record with his beats, and I was like, oh, I like that. The soulful, you know, it's like there's not a lot of cats was doing that out here, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what caught my ear.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, man. But yo, let's get into this new project. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are releasing it next week.
Yep.
You dropped the Goodness EP.
702.
Yeah,
Yes.
2010. Then now you're releasing this. Yeah, 702, like you said. And how'd you guys come up with the name for the project? And is there, I mean, you know, is there a certain theme behind it? You know, let us know what's good.
You know what? We had a couple ideas. Actually, one of the names we came up with was Money Plays, because that's where we met. But then it was like
It didn't
it
didn't
didn't really
match the music.
yeah match the music. It's
Okay.
like that was the only thing that connected it, was the fact that we met at Money Plays.
Gotcha.
But honestly, I forgot. But I think he just yelled it out one day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Really?
that's
what,
it.
What do you mean, like I stubbed my toe? No.
Nah. We were just naming our titles, and he was just like, goodness gracious. I was like, yo, that's ill. Like it still keeps the first title in there from the first project.
I like that.
And there's a balance between it, like goodness gracious. Like there's a balance between the grace of it, and then also when people say it, it's almost like,
It just flows.
yeah, like damn.
That is
You know what I mean?
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that would come out of your mouth.
Flows to me, shoes like.
Pause.
And the
you know.
greater good sounds like,
And goodness gracious.
I don't know, it sounds like superhero, like, dude.
Everyone says
you know what I
that.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it really sounds like that. But what is your guys' creative process like when it comes to making the music? I know you get together. How does that all come about?
Well, it's really like, to wrap it up, I'll go digging, and I'll just listen to samples all day, and then making the beats. And once you get like a backbone to it, I'm like, maybe you just, you know, as a producer, you think, maybe so and so is good on this and whatnot, and it's kind of like that. I'm like, yo, Marion would be perfect for this, and then that's pretty much how it rolls. I'll shoot him beats, and then sometimes he'll just walk in when I'm not even like making a beat for him, and he'll be like, yo, give me that. So I mean, really, there is no like formula, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. It's really just whatever he vibes out to, and whatnot. Yeah. So
normally I'll just, like you said, I'll just come over, and then whatever he's playing is like, yo, I like that. Let's do something. It's easy.
but given the fact that our project is like 3 years apart,
Yeah.
it took that's the thing. Like I make a whole bunch of different stuff, so it's not like you know, because I'll just drop the needle on the record. So whatever whatever I make that day, sometimes isn't necessarily gonna fit the project. So yeah.
And you said that's a 3-year difference, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could definitely hear the growth if you listen to the goodness, which now I'm like, yo, why did we had to put it out, but like, yo, you know what I'm saying? No, but yeah, like hearing it now, you can hear the growth between just the instrumentals and you know, he actually started learning music theory, so he's playing a lot of instruments now. Versus back then, it was literally just boom bap, play the record, drop the drums in the back, and then we'll call people in for, you know, do some instrumental work. But now it's a little different. And then with my vocals too, like, went through life a little bit. I'm a little older now, so I got, you know, things to talk about.
True.
So, you know, it took a while, but it's definitely like worth it.
And
like that.
with this project, I know you guys got a couple of sponsors. You have Two Dope Boys and Bib and Tucker. Can you tell us
Right.
a little bit about how you guys made that happen and everything, and how they play a role in, you know, with this
Right.
project's execution?
Right. Well, with Bib and Tucker, those are my boys, man. Leon LaRock and Benny Boss, like, you know, and they've been doing it for a while. You know, since I first met them. What, you introduced me in like
Yeah,
2008 or something.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. So they've always been like working on their thing. But the thing is, they never really put anything out. And I always told them, I said, look, when I have a project, or when we have a project that has that push that we know we can get it out there, we want you guys involved. And this was it.
Yeah.
But and now this is funny how it works, because now they're actually pushing product out there, like the Vegas hats.
Yeah.
That's them. You know what I'm saying? With along with Brandon Hanna, and you know, they got the they're gonna start pushing that with the Bib and Tucker script tees that I'm wearing in the cover shoot. But you know, it's really just the support and you know, us working together as a team. As far as Two Dope Boys, that was just really consistency and persistence, you know, just with music. Shake finally heard it through Andreas, you know,
Shout out
Andreas
to
Hell.
him.
Shout out to Andreas, man, for sure. And I met Shake for the first time at a Schoolboy show that Ramon was doing.
Okay, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I didn't even
That
know
was a
who
couple
he
years
yeah,
ago.
I didn't even know who he was. He just came up to me, he's like, yo, Shake from Two Dope Boys. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
that was it. And then Final was like, yo, man, what you think they, you know, help us out? And I was like, oh man, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Just met
you
the
know.
dude. You know what I'm saying? But he actually emailed me
Mm-hmm.
one night and was like, yo, is there anything that I missed that you've been dropping? And I was like, I ain't dropped nothing at the time. So I was like, nah. You know, then I was like, shoot, let me start tossing them
Doing
records. So I started tossing them records, and then that's when I hit him up with the question like, yo, man, we got a project. I want you to hear first before you know, but I think it would be a good look because we trying to keep it Vegas original throughout the
Exactly.
entire project.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what I love about that. I mean, coming from, we have a lot going on in Vegas as
Right.
far as like, that's one of the biggest hip hop journalism, you know, in the world versus well with
Exactly, yeah.
Andreas. So that's huge. That's a really good
yeah,
song.
shouts to them, man, for real, because this is definitely the support is helping a lot right now. So
Right.
That's
we
really
appreciate
cool.
it for real.
And you both have been making music for a while now, and you're both influenced and inspired by real hip hop greats such as Nas, Mos Def for you, Marion,
Right.
and then DJ Premier and Dr. Dre for you, Final. So how hard is it for you guys to keep the elements of true hip hop in your music when the industry is saturated by commercial like radio music? You know, how do you stick to your roots?
Man, he helps me do it. You know, finals music is really, you know, it's really it's nostalgic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's the stuff that you would hear back in the 90s and you know, the golden era days. And to me it's like it's not even competing with the mainstream, it's making your music the mainstream.
Okay,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
So like with the STMFD joint, that's a Beastie Boy sample behind that, but it's blended with some 808s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it has that mainstream appeal to it. It could play at the club. I think he played it at the joint he spins at. Am I
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I mean, really, it's not a stretch because I mean, at the end of the day, it's music we enjoy. I mean, like you know, I DJ and you know, like if a party's cracking, you're not gonna drop "Common the Light."
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
like you won't drop that new, you know, that the new Jeezy record, and it's not like
Exactly.
I'm not selling out or anything. I like that just as much as I like,
For sure.
you know, Little Brother,
Right.
and all that stuff. So I mean, as far as keeping it, I guess hip hop or whatnot, I'm really just being myself. Really, it's just stuff I enjoy, and you know, it's like, all right, that's dope. Let me try to incorporate that into
Right.
my music. You know,
Yeah,
so.
you got to grow with music, man. Honestly, and
sure.
with that, it's funny you say that because with the way music is going right now, like our next project, we might be on a whole nother like level with it, man. With the,
That's what's
you know
up.
what I mean. So you never know. It's just really about just doing what you want to do, man.
Not like Yeezus, but you know.
And speaking of things like Yeezus and the music industry in regards to like, you know, how your music's changing and stuff.
Right.
What you guys been listening to lately? What are you guys really interested in? What's going on in the game right now? I know there's too much going on. Like,
There is.
like too
Honestly, yeah, I like Yeezus. I also like that the new J. Cole. Being a producer, like I also like stuff that doesn't even have like words in it. You know, like
Yeah.
I listen to just beats in general. You know, I got homies who make beats as well, and they just send me stuff, and I just get inspired. But as far as out there, let me see. It's all over the place. I listen from like, I was just listening to Alchemist and Prodigy. They
up?
just released something, and there's a group with Hudson Mohawk called Tonight.
Okay.
And
That's good.
yeah, if you hear you might not know it, but if you you hear the record, you'd be like, oh, they did that. You have no, they did Blood on the Leaves
Yeah.
for Kanye, so they made some bangers. But yeah, just really I just listen to everything, literally.
I'm still trying to grow on Yeezus.
I completely agree.
You know what I mean? It's different. I mean, he's spitting. Like, I'm listening to him. You know what I mean? It's just, the breakdowns is hot, though. Like,
Yeah.
I get to that part, I'm like, yeah, let's get it. But, nah, man, I listen to a lot of, you know, P Money. He put me on P Money, and my boy Ray did it, told me
Oh,
about
yeah.
P Money. That joint's hot. Havoc, The new Havoc is hot.
13.
Yeah, I actually just got the new Static Selector. I can't put that
I haven't
down.
listened to
Oh
that
my
yet.
goodness, that joint is hot. But on rotation, like daily, is like I always listen to Nas. For some reason, I have to have him.
There we go.
I'm always
Mary.
listening to Nas, yo. It just never stops for me. Like, I don't know if I'm a stan or what, but like, yo, the music just never stops. With Nas, and then you know, J. Cole, yeah, Born Sinner was really like
Good.
kind of surprised me. You know what I mean? I mean, compared to the Friday or
To
what was
other
the last
stuff,
joint,
right.
Sideline Story? Yeah, you know, you could tell he kind of
He grew a
shifted a
lot.
little bit. You know, he didn't want to let Nas down again. So,
Did you
but,
guys listen to that Make Nas
Proud.
Did you
Oh
like
man,
that?
yeah, I was. That's what kept me home all day on Sunday, man. I was just listening to that and that Static. So, but yeah, that's about it, man. I don't really. Oh, Rodriguez. If I don't know about him, man, just look it up.
Rodriguez.
Frank put me on.
40 years later.
Yeah, Rodriguez. Yo, he's dope. Like,
No, literally. Yeah, the dude
Yeah.
came out like in the 70s, and he was
Whoa.
but he's pretty much, they made a documentary about him. I saw it, and his music's really like he got this record called Sugar Man, and you probably
man.
but he did You the Man. His sample was You the Man
For Nas,
for
yeah.
Nas.
Oh, okay.
But in general, yeah, he flopped in the U.S. and then he made it big in Africa and didn't even know it, or
didn't
South
know.
Africa, excuse me. He didn't even know. He was like the Rolling Stones over there. He was going platinum over there, and over here he was just
Nothing.
working in Detroit, like as making cars or whatever he doing. So I mean, yeah, I've been listening to him. He's really inspirational.
Yeah, that's some dope stuff right
That's
there.
what's up.
That's sick. And man, speaking of inspirational, man, I know there's been a lot of names that we just dropped. I mean, if you guys could have a conversation with anyone, dead or alive, man, who would it be and why?
You know what? I would probably talk to Dead or Alive. I want to talk to Mike Tyson.
Okay.
I don't think a lot of people understand him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's my favorite boxer, and a lot of people
I
just
feel
make
you.
fun of him. But I think I'll talk to Mike and see what's going on with him. You know, Quincy Jones.
Okay. That's a
You
good
know,
one.
Michael Jackson.
Say that.
You know what I mean? Definitely Mike, yo.
Yeah.
I've wanted to see him live since I seen him live
When did you
on
see him?
TV when I was
Oh.
like 4. I was like 4, yo. My mom put on HBO. HBO was free back in the day.
Uh-huh.
And I saw him. I didn't know he was a girl or a guy because he had a leotard on and he had long hair. Then he showed a little, can I say nipple? He showed a little bit of that. And I was like, oh, he's a man. But he's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was really, he called me. I started trying to dance like him. Yeah, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, all the mics.
Okay.
Right?
All the
Jackson,
literally.
Tyson.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What about you?
What about you?
Really like Curtis Mayfield, Barry White,
Good one.
Isaac Hayes. I mean, I listen to the music all the time, whether it be just listening to it or trying to sample it. I'm just like, I just think to myself, like, how the hell did you, think of that and
Exactly.
whatnot? And 40 years later, it still resonates. So I mean, probably them. Just, I don't even want to talk to them. I just want to be like in the studio, just
Around.
in the back, yeah, just listening and like just trying to soak it all in.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's what's up. That's a good list. And you guys have definitely created a buzz within the industry, especially here, in Vegas.
Right.
So, who are some artists or producers that you would look forward to working with in the future? I should say.
Just Blaze.
Okay.
Definitely Pharrell, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bink,
That's a good one.
Knots, man, that's like it right now. There's a lot of other Alchemist, man. That's a cat I used to listen to when I was younger. But we'll see. I don't really like to think about it too much because you never
Yeah.
really know. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but as far as producers, I think them cats, man. Hopefully one of these days we can get in the lab and. I just want to learn, man.
Yeah.
I could rap all day and do whatever, but it's really I want to see how they structure music
Okay.
and see what we can come up with. Especially Pharrell. Like, what if he just makes me rap for like 5 bars?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like, all right, we're gonna throw the pre-hook right here,
Uh-huh.
and just we'll do the bridge early. Let's just do the bridge right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We don't even,
how
you
he
never know.
works.
Yeah. So it's like, we'll see, man. We'll see.
What about you, Final?
Hold on. Did you mean like in general or like here in Vegas as far
In
as like,
general, sorry.
in general?
Yeah, I
Oh,
should have
okay.
clarified that.
Well, as far as like me rapping on people's beats, like I agree with what he says if I rap, but but in general, like working with people, I want to say like maybe Kendrick,
Okay.
Fonte,
yes.
always, yeah, so, like I know it's probably never gonna happen, but if I had a chance to work with Pun, that would have been dope.
Yeah.
Black Thought, Jay-Z,
That's a good list.
Nas. I mean, obviously, but like just pretty much just everybody dope. Biggie. That's a long list. Like if I
'Cause
could
there's
just
so
go through,
much.
I could just go through my iPod and just name it alphabetically. But we would be here until like
Black
9 o'clock or something. But yeah.
And man, we're talking music. I know you guys spend a lot of time in the studio. A lot of your studio
Yeah,
sessions.
you've been there.
Yeah.
I know being there. It's always been filled with like a lot of seriousness and a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
It's really cool, man. What are some essentials that you guys need when you hit the studio, man? Tell us a little bit about that.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Okay.
That's got to be there.
I mean, most of the stuff we talk about is like, you know, someone's always out of the loop, so we got to show it right then and there,
Right,
whether it be
yeah.
a video or a topic.
Something.
But
Water.
yeah, water.
Water's got to be there.
Yeah.
To life.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Medicine and alcohol. For me, this is for me.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good to have like a balance. So like, throw a couple girls in there just to offset it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too much testosterone, you might start writing crazy stuff, man. So you gotta offset it.
You're
But
honest. That's true.
nah, but honestly, I said some good people. Unless we're mixing, then it's like, yo, don't come.
Yeah.
We need
Right.
focus right now.
Yeah.
I feel
You know what I
you.
mean? So, but what you need in there? Besides
In
Wi-Fi.
the studio, besides Wi-Fi. Well, I mean, my laptop. I gotta have my laptop.
Okay.
I make my beats on that thing, so I need that. Headphones, good company, like people who, like the people we have in the studio. It's really like we feed off each other. It's not like, even though we're just talking
Yeah.
and whatnot, it actually does play a part because. We're like, I'm like, what do you think of this? They'll like, I'll have the reason why I even have them in the studio is because maybe I respect their opinion or, they're just a person that matters to me. So, I mean, like, it's always good to feed off someone, because like, I think my stuff is dope, but I mean, do I think it's dope because it is or because I'm making it, So it's good to have that third eye.
Okay.
Or something like that to let me know what's really good and yeah, so we got people around us who are not necessarily yes men, but yeah, pretty much good company and my computer.
Yeah, I'm glad we ain't got no yes men in the group because I wrote some questionable lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Questionable.
We been able to filter those out and put them to the side or in the trash can. But yeah, nah, for real, good people.
What's the craziest moment you guys have ever had? What's the craziest thing you
In life or just music or
in the studio? Yeah,
in the studio? The craziest moment?
Yeah, what's the craziest moment you could remember, man?
Man,
Like, what's
the craziest moment. I don't even know, bro. Like it's almost like clockwork in there.
Yeah.
I think we was bagging on each other one day. What?
Yeah, on Instagram we were next to each other, but we were still I don't know. That's we were next to each other, but we were like just beefing on Instagram or something like that. But
You get Don Mega in the studio and Jay Spence. It's like it's comedy like throughout, man. So I mean, we've had some good bagging sessions to where maybe an hour was nothing but laughter.
That's good.
You know what I mean? So I don't think that's too crazy.
I don't know. It depends on your the bar. Like I don't know if it's not in the studio because yeah, like you said, we're in the studio. We try to get as much work as possible. But just in general as a group, I remember like it was like my boy he DJs for Ghostface Killah, or at least on that tour. So we went to LA, and then we met up with him, and then we had breakfast at 3 a.m. and like
In a train.
Oh yeah, in a train. It was a train that turned into a cafe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they made a train into a cafe.
and so.
So cool.
But then Sheik Luch from the Locks he randomly was on the train, and like
That is so
it was like
whack.
3 a.m. in the morning. After that, it was just.
But here's the crazy part. Not only was Sheik Luch there, but Jesus was there too. Jesus was there. Remember? Jesus was there.
It's
dog.
not that deep. Yeah, there was really like a dude there.
A dude looked like
Jesus.
Jesus. He looked. He looked no. He looked like Jesus. He looked like Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really
like side note, there's this LMFAO video who and I don't know the exact name. So I think it's called like Champagne Showers. I'm embarrassed that I even know this, but like he the dude that we saw on the train who plays Jesus, he's in the video like as Jesus. Yeah, so I guess they casted him or something like
yeah,
that.
it was random. Like he was trying to buy French fries and they couldn't. They were closed. They didn't want to sell him French fries.
Yeah, but and he had like a robe on. It was like 3 a.m. You got the
Yeah.
dude from the Locks trying to get a burger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like the most random stuff ever.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. But it's in the studio,
That is crazy.
nothing too random.
Nah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And we've been having this debate for the
Oh
past couple of weeks.
man, no.
I can
man.
ask them.
Look, all right, look,
no,
look,
shut up.
Yo,
Christian.
I like
Christian,
debate though. What's
stop.
good?
Hey, let me explain.
Christian, stop. I started the question, so
Okay.
I'm gonna ask.
All right.
Back your loud butt up.
Okay.
Back up.
Here we go.
We've been having a debate for the past couple weeks. And I've kind of changed my whatever, but we've been arguing whether Jay-Z or Nas, out of them, who's better. And it's difficult, right? And we were
No,
arguing
it's not.
about
It's
this.
not difficult at
and
all.
then I called Andreas, right? But he
Yeah.
didn't. He texted me back, and we were talking, and then he was
He's
like,
biased.
"Oh boy," and he said Jay-Z.
Yeah, he has to say Jay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, it's not even like that.
Okay.
No, man.
Nah. Okay. I'm going. What do you think, Christian?
I went with Jay.
Yeah. Okay. I go with Jay because
Overall, not
I mean,
like
Are
lyricism.
we talk? That's funny because like if we're talking like the battle. If we're talking about the battle though.
Ether.
Yeah, no, like Ether
Okay.
was like if I went to you and I said, listen, your mama was so fat, like that's Ether.
Yeah.
Takeover was like, listen, bro, you didn't sell records, and it was like a snap session versus like the truth. You know what I mean? Like, listen,
Okay.
I did this. I did this with your baby moms, and it's like, all right, you can make all the jokes you want, but I mean, Jay
I
was
feel you.
saying the truth, and that was like that was extra buttery.
Okay.
But
What do you think?
Nah, man, I don't know. A lot of people going. I mean, Nas, man.
That's what I
Like
said.
straight up, I'm gonna tell you why.
I knew,
Let me break it down.
Marion is my
it's so
dude.
much-
Let me-
I said
it's
he'd
so
be
much
on
Let me break it down.
bias in this.
I knew it.
No. Let me break it down. Why I think it's Nas over Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Break it down.
This is the reason why. Because I can relate to Nas more than I can with Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Period.
Okay.
That's why I choose Nas. His street stories are a lot more cohesive with what I see or what I know, or
I agree with that.
you know what I mean. Like with Jay, I gotta buy his old albums to get to that point.
Okay.
You know, I don't know nothing about no $250 million deal on the line or make it to 500.
go.
I can try. I know how to what I want to do to make it. You know, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. I ain't know. I don't know what's good with Samsung. You know what I'm saying? I use an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Jay is
Jay goes in though. Like
he's
I listen to
smashing-
Jay though.
he's smashing on things that I want. Like I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I want that car, and like Jay rapping about like, yo, that car is weak. I'm like, oh, never mind. Like,
Yeah, and then like Nas, you know, he's like keeping it real. Like,
maybe
you know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
want the Maybach.
I'm not saying they not like Jay ain't keeping it real, but just to me, I really could relate to Nas a lot more than I could relate to Jay. So that's why I would choose Nas.
I feel you for sure, man.
And he could just really get. I will show you Nas records. Like people,
Yeah.
when people do this Jay over Nas, they
Yeah.
don't listen to Nas.
Exactly.
They don't listen to
Exactly.
Nas.
saying
There we
that.
go.
Hey,
Have you heard Fetus? You ain't heard Fetus, huh?
I haven't heard Fetus,
Okay,
dog.
then.
I haven't.
It's Nas is talking about being in his mother's womb the whole time in the conversation between his parents while he was in the womb. Who could do that? You heard Gave You Power?
I've heard some of it. Yeah.
Nas is talking about being a gun.
we gotta hold Marion back
That
right
is
now.
like
It's real over here.
that
It's
was
real over here,
That's
dog.
crazy.
Like,
I
yo,
love
It's
that
real
track.
over here.
I love that track.
I'm just saying, Big L. Big L over everybody. No, I'm just saying.
I feel
Yeah.
you.
Musically wise, yeah, I think I dig Nas just a little bit more. But as far as
at
but as
least.
far as like impact in the game, like we're talking, not even
I
like
agree with
music.
that. I agree
Then
with
like
that.
Jay-Z, you know what I mean? The boy, like he gave you shoes, the basketball team, like made you stop wearing 3XL shirts. You know what I mean? Like his impact in the game is
it's true.
and that's just trends. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be like Warren Buffett of
Right.
not even of
Yeah.
hip hop, but of like music. You know?
In
So
culture.
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind either other successes from both. I would take either one. maybe I would take Nas more than Jay because Jay seemed like he got a lot to do.
Like Jay is like Michael, and like Nas is like Prince to me. Because I mean,
okay,
like,
okay, I
like
that
they're both
comparison.
dope,
I
but
like
it's
that
just
Right.
just
I
like
see
one had more, like
I understand.
went
that.
diamond
That's-
4
that's
times or
fair.
something. I don't know.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison, man. I promise you, it just clicked in my head.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, so make sure you know both artists before you start picking.
There
Yeah.
we go. There we go.
Yo, the homegirl Jocelyn back here was trying to argue with me, but she don't even listen to Jay though. But anyway, yeah, man. What's next for you guys, man? What's good?
Man, we got this album coming out July 2nd. Goodness gracious. Exclusively off of 2dopeboys.com. And after that, we got the 13th. We're doing the Vegas Streets Life is Beautiful showcase in hopes to we're trying to get on the Life is Beautiful festival in October. So hopefully we come through and I'm praying right now. We're trying to keep good vibes because I come back from New York at 9 p.m. on that day, and I buy cheap flights, so most of the time my flights get delayed. So we praying, but it's gonna happen.
Okay.
So
Yo,
definitely
we
July
be there,
13th, man. Make it out. It's
That's
a
what's
free
up.
show. Everybody come out, man. We got some new music, man. We've been playing the Goodness for 3 years. Now we got Goodness Gracious. So you already know how Final gets down on the turntables, man. It's cake, man. I don't even got to rap no more. I just got to stand there and do crowd control.
That'll be good, man. It's been a minute since
Yeah.
like I haven't seen a lot of you guys.
Yeah, I
perform
feel
in a
you.
minute.
It's been a
So-
minute, man.
So I'm about to be happy, man.
but it's for a good reason. We haven't stopped. We're probably just as
Yeah.
active, but like as far as the public eye,
Right.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still doing things.
Exactly.
Finals definitely. He's got beats that we're ready for the next joint. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just ready to get it going, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny because that's the last 3 words I say on the album. That's about it.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, like our last record said, try to don't text and drive. And,
Don't take and drive. For real, I gotta stop that.
Fine.
Wear your seatbelt, man. No, real talk. Wear your seatbelt, man. For real.
That's
Oh my
real.
gosh, man.
Yeah. I don't wear mine, but I need to.
wow.
All right. So if there's nothing left, do you guys have anything else you'd like to say?
Man, really, you know
you for
what? We
having
might
us.
as well let's drop the features right now because no one knows who's on it. So let's.
Okay.
Here we go.
We got we'll go in order. We got Asia Edwards. She's doing some vocals and she has a feature on a record with me and Don Mega.
Just name
Okay.
them. Don't
We
even
got
say what
okay,
they're doing.
fine. So Drew Price,
Okay.
Fame, M Wonder,
SU.
SU,
We got yeah.
Trey Voorhees. Who else?
Do you say Don Mega?
Don Mega. It's all Vegas cats, man.
Yeah.
Dope Vegas cats.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Ooh, the good ones.
Everyone that was able to make it to the studio, actually, who we asked for.
Right.
We asked for a lot of people too, but not everyone could make it.
Yeah. I mean, we wish we could have had more people on there, but like we were trying to make it as organic as possible. We didn't
Right.
want to be like, yo, let's do this song with so and so just to say we did a song with so and so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had to make sense to the record. So I mean, like
But
I'm-
shouts to them, for real.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying that because there was a lot of people in Vegas that we wanted to put on into the record, but it just didn't happen because
Yeah.
it just didn't fit. But
Okay.
yeah,
But we appreciate them because it's hard to work with us, man. We're really, we're really strict in the studio, man. And we really.
if you appreciate perfection, then
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that hard. It really is.
That's
There you go.
awesome.
See what I'm talking about? No.
No, that's good. I like that. So we're gonna get into this track that you guys have. Did you want to introduce it for us?
You
Give
want
us
to
a
do
little
this one? I did
taste?
the last one. Put
Uh,
on.
Okay, yeah. This one right here is Put On. Let me see. This is the second single from Goodness Gracious. It's pretty much a total 180 of, I don't want to say a total 180, but it's definitely a live track, something you can play while you're at the gym or something like that. And yeah, you know what? I just play it because it's probably the best way to describe it. Exactly.
All right, here we
Exactly.
I can do
go.
movie voices. Put on.
The greater
featuring
good put on. Here we go.
Watch how I drop tops in a drop top like JFK. Hear that bass bang to the anthem of my amazing grace. Pistol beat from the hip shooter. Quick release like how we did Judas. A lot of y'all would just kiss the ring, say didn't happen and still do it. Real stupid, we just live, trying to make a meal before my life disappear. Top tier like Montclair in the winter town, but I studied out. Keep my pockets cool, I leave the hundreds out. I take 100 bouts and some dope. Give me the best poppin' and we can knuckle out on some pros. How he do it out of Marcy, how he do it out of Bed-Stuy, how he make it out of Queensbridge. I'm gonna make it out this desert sky. If you expect to fly without earning wings,